Hi everyone, I am Saad, a Salesforce application architect. In this short demo, I'll walk you through how I have integrated Salesforce and Slack to send messages directly from Salesforce Flow. I'll give you a quick overview of the key configuration steps, including how to set up the connection, build the flow, and structure the message, all without touching any code level changes. This is ideal for teams looking to improve real-time communication between Salesforce and Slack, especially for things like sending notifications for lead creation, lead conversion, case updates, approvals, or alerts. So let's dive in to the Salesforce. So currently I am in setup. You can go from here in the setup, okay? And from there you have to search Slack. You have to type and search Slack. And from there you have to select app, sales Slack app setup. I have currently set that up for a Slack developer instance, but I'll show you basically. You can read this documentation if you want. You can agree on the terms and conditions and accept this one. Then you have to click this one, enable. That is an important step. Salesforce Cloud for Slack. Once that is enabled, then you have to scroll down to the next step of assign Slack app and user permissions. Okay, you can click on this one, go to the permissions, and I'll also show you basically. So this is the permission set. Sales Cloud for Slack. You can search this permission set by going the permission set. Either you can click on the link on this one. Okay, that will go move it to the permission set list. From there, you can search for Salesforce Cloud for Slack, and you can click Manage Permissions and add up a user. Once that is added, then you have to scroll down and select verify data sharing options. So basically, in Slack, how you want to show data, you can either select show object type only, that will show restricted, or you can say the code type and name. Okay. The other important thing is link unfurling. So basically, whenever you paste up a Salesforce link within Slack, how should it behave and what records, the details it should show. So we can select different options like don't show any data if you do not want to do anything. That for now I will select this one, show data based on link share access. Once that is done, the next step is install Slack apps on Slack level. So you have to click on this one and click on this one. It will navigate to the Slack listing. So I'll confirm. Then you have to install and authenticate them up. Okay, one app is this one, Salesforce for Slack. You have to sign into your workplace of Slack and install this app. The second app is Sales Cloud for Slack. You have to again sign in and install to your Slack workplace. Uh, Once those two apps are installed on your Slack workspace, then you have to authenticate and connect with Salesforce. That will be a simple step. Whenever you connect those apps, install those apps, you will see authentication pages. For an example, I'm in a Slack. Okay, I have installed Salesforce for Slack. I've already installed, so I am showing you. And the second is Sales Cloud for Slack. So it is very easy to configure basically. So let's suppose if I go in Salesforce for Slack, you have to click on Manage Connections, and you can manage other and connect with your Salesforce instance. Same goes with this one. You can manage orgs and authenticate with your Salesforce. Once that is done, then mostly your Salesforce settings are complete unless you want to make any other changes or customize other things. Now, creating up a flow to send up a Slack message. So basically, say Slack will need async flow to send out Slack message. So I'll show that up. So I have created up a simple test Slack flow. So that will trigger whenever lead is created or updated. Okay. In this one, that is just to show you how it works. So this is the action. There is an action that is send Slack message. So I'll show you also. Send Slack message. This one, it has a purple icon also. So this is the one which we have to select. Okay. So I have already selected, and also please remember, uh, in record trigger, you have to add this method in an asynchronous call, not run immediately in a synchronous call. Once that is added, I'll show you the configurations. Like let's suppose I have to select the Slack app, I have to select the workspace, I have to select up the execution action as this is a conversation ID of the Slack channel basically on which I have to send out the message, and this is the actual message that is sent out. So that is just an overview that is going to send out a Slack message. Now, what suppose you want to add this up in a regular flow that contains other decisions and stuff like that on a record trigger flow. So for that, what I have done, we can create a separate auto launch flow that will only send out a Slack message, okay? And that will input up the, you can say that can input up the conversion ID, uh, Slack message, and SF record ID. So these three are input. So let's suppose this is also an input from a variable of this one. That is an input variable, okay? Once that is set up, then we can move to our main flow basically. In that, we can embed easily as a subflow. So that is also a record trigger flow of a lead, and that is run immediately, not as an asynchronous. And here I am sending out a Slack message at the end here. I am calling that subflow. I am passing out the contact ID, the record ID basically, Slack message ID. That is basically a lead, but I am fetching a contact if that is found, and a Slack channel ID. For the lead one, this is this one basically. In this, I am sending out uh, contact ID again by finding from the lead. But the idea is this one. So let me show you the working of it. So I'm on Salesforce side. So a Slack notification will be sent out whenever a new lead is added up. So let me hit new. I'll say list. Okay, I am going to add up a lead. Actually, this is a customized create new lead, so that is why you are seeing this one, but it is just adding up a new lead. So I'll hit next. So the lead has been added up. As soon as the lead has been added up, if I see my Slack channel, there should be a new notification for the new lead. So if I come back to the Slack, here is the notification for the lead that has been added, and that will be sent by a Slack app that we have selected in the flow. So that is a short demo for standard syncing of Salesforce and Slack, or sending message via flow. We can customize this up in a much, you can say, different way depending on our requirements. Still, if there is any confusion in the demo, if there are any questions, please feel free to ask in the comment section, or you can also send me the email on my email address that is also added in the description. Thank you so much.